GFF, through their so-called Alagify, is claiming that the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports has misused this or has sold them to people. And now, as you can see, the whole Gambia, that these are the ones the Honorable Minister received from the airport. And PIA, as his statutory institution, because they have the store, he has to bring them and keep them here. And up till now, they're here, and nothing has been done with this thing. This is for our sports and not for our female teams. So if you are not aware, or if you have been misinformed, me as the chairman of the Sports Council is now telling the whole Gambia now to judge for themselves who is telling the lie. Is it the GFF or is it the Sports Council? We stand here to show everything to the Gambian people that whatever the Ministry of Sports under Mr. Gomez is doing for the interest of the nation, is doing for the interest of our sports and our athletes. There is nothing that is hiding. It's making sure the youths benefit whatever is given to them. We believe that these materials are kept here and will be duly delivered to the athletes, but not to give it to people who are corrupt, who are bent on using public fund for themselves, who wish to use materials for their own selves instead of for our athletes. Now, as behind me, you have a whole lot of curtains. The store is full with sporting materials for the whole Gambia to see. So I believe this is enough for everybody to know exactly what is happening. So if I'm GFF today, I think the best thing I would do is resign, because they are using one so-called Mr. Fai to use the Point newspaper to spread false to the Gambian people. This is absolutely rubbish. We cannot accept it. It's not decent in our society, neither in our sport. This gentleman, the minister, is an honest person, and in fact has already won a 3-year contract with German government. It's only the memorandum that is left to be signed, that he's able to get the support of the German government to support Gambia with technical trainees, to train our coaches and our footballers. Very soon, when that memorandum is completed, we will see a host of German technicians visiting the Gambia to see the groundwork and start the work in earnest. I thank you all.
I appreciate the wonderful gesture and the move of the Honourable Minister towards the development of both youth and sports. Some time ago, he came here. We are one of his agencies. We are the President International Award. One of the agencies of the Ministry of Youth and Sports came here for us to, provide a safekeeping of these materials. They are gears ranging from football, from jerseys and other assorted materials for us to provide safekeeping for them. Since they have been stored here, they have been in very safe hands and nothing has been tampered with since they came here. So we are very grateful to genuine youth fraternity and genuine sport fraternity for having confidence in us for us to provide safekeeping of these materials. As you can see, they are all intact, no material damage, nothing. They are in very good condition, and anytime the Honourable Minister needs them or the sporting fraternity needs them, we'll provide them as requested. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm really honored to be here at the PIA, tertiary institution under the Ministry of Youth and Sports, this afternoon to come and witness the materials that have been received by the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports, Mr. Henry Gomez, that is meant for our sportsmen in football. Thank God these materials were given to the PIA for safekeeping, and thank God, as you can see in the pictures, we have removed them and then we are showing to the Gambian people to know exactly those materials received by Henry Gomez, who has keen interest on our sports and who is always fighting to make sure the Gambia grow from where they are, this decadent situation, to a better situation where Gambia will have smiles back again on their faces with regards to our football. Now, we've seen what one Mr. Five written on the Point newspaper. I do not like to respond to such unprofessional behaviors, but to tell the Gambian people that the materials are in and they are in safe custody, and then would be provided when the need arise. Just a brief, Mr. Henry Gomez recently visited Germany, and he was able to strike a deal with the government of Germany with the provision of technical assistance to the Gambia government with regards to our football. And thank God that requests have been accepted, and the documentation has been done. Now what is left is the memorandum of understanding to be signed by the two ministries, the Ministry of Youth and Sport of the Gambia and that of the Federal Republic of Germany. And as soon as that is completed, we will see an arrival of technical directors from Germany who will storm the Gambia to come and assess our football situation, the level of our coaches, and would be giving a thorough drilling of our coaches so that our football and our technical guys could develop. They could also gain from that. Recently, people who may perceive the man as not doing what he's supposed to do. This is the guy who has keen interest in sports. Recently, he was able to strike a deal with a karate championship from Poland, who also visited the Gambia and has promised to help our karate association develop, and hopefully the guy will be coming back in April. And another one that is also supporting our cyclist association, and those ones promised to bring 25 brand new cycles, all through the Honorable Minister, because they came here on his invitation. And thank God all those things have been resolved. Now, Serekunda is also somewhere where he visited and donated handsomely 2 sets of jerseys of football, and also he contributed immensely during a final in Basse, where he also donated handsomely a set of jerseys and footballs. So you see, the guy is moving out to make sure the acute shortage or material shortage of our youths, especially in football and other domains, are really addressed. Now, contrary to what people are talking about, we do not even want to respond to them, but to tell us, now the Gambia, we have to all come on board and help rescue our football, because our football is going nowhere. It is controlled by a group of people who are only thinking of themselves and not the country. And whenever you speak, they said you are on witch hunting or you are on a hate speech. We don't have time for that. All we need now is to develop our sports and to bring genuine people who have to develop our football and other disciplines. Otherwise, the Gambia will still remain where it is. It is disheartening. Anytime when people are working progressively to make sure that our football develops, you have others who only think of themselves, paying some people to even speak for them without even verifying. I think we have to desist from that. You know, we have a lot of talents, we have a lot of, individually, we have very good talents, and then we have a lot of experts also. How many of our guys who have played at international level, and they are in the country here, are we consulting them? No. Some of them are not even respected, like our great Biri Biri. All those people are not being respected at GFF. This is unacceptable. You know, let's work and let them stop the rubbish that they're doing. All what they have done, saying hiding behind FIFA. Hiding behind FIFA will not help us. Gambia government with them have spent over $100 million over the last 3 years. Have we made any progress? We have not. And then whenever problems are addressed, people see you as witch hunting, or you don't like them. You will not like people who do not want the progress of our sportsmen and our football. It is disheartening. 3 years Gambia could not win in this country. 3 years we cannot win our national team. And the boys are good. What is not making them not to win? Because they are not being properly handled. There is no motivation from them, because all that the GFF think of is to bring a group of people who have vested interest to fill their pockets with whatever comes in. Gambia government is a critical shareholder when it comes to our football, because that is the the institution or the government that provides. It owns the national team. It provides their airfares. Yes, if they have not done, because they have been sued by the former government because of their lack of respect and lack of interest to develop our teams, because all they do is think of themselves and not the teams, and not neither the players. You see, recently, I cannot say all, but we uncovered even the friendly matches they do. Cash is placed on the table for them against the visits of the footballers. Do the footballers know when they arrange friendly matches, how many is put on the table? We have all those records with us. So let them shut their mouth and do the work. This is all we want. If friendly matches are arranged, what is put on the table, we have it right now. If I want, I can explode it for the whole Gambian people to see. So the best thing for them is to keep quiet and then do what is right. Because we will not accept a group of people sitting on our sports and we cannot progress anywhere. Some time ago, we criticized them. They said they have spent 3.9 million on female football when there was no female football being spent. And that's why towards 2017, 2018, they're trying to, make people, blindfold people to say, we are doing in female. But previously, where was the 3.9 million that they said they spent on female football when no activity ever happened? Likewise, we drag them to police. That is happening because of their malpractices. We want Gambia to move from where we are. Therefore, we want genuine Gambians to come on board and help resurrect our football. Otherwise, Gambia will remain where it is. With this group of people leading our football, we have no chance of ever winning in this country. I don't think it can happen because there is no truth in whatever they are doing. There is no transparency in whatever they are doing. All they are doing is running around politicians trying to hit the minister. When we have somebody who has love for, I'm not his spokesman, but I have 100% belief, and I've seen it, and I've continued to witness all what he's trying to do is to help this government and the youths to realize, the benefits that are coming for this new Gambia. Because new Gambia is for everybody, and he wants to make sure our sports develop. But when you have a group that have vested interest and they want the status quo to remain, they will always put themselves on the defensive and then trying to use some selfish politicians. Probably some of them have their own teams, and because they're giving them money, and that's why they're trying to fight against the minister. This is unfair. I think we'll all have to bring everybody on board and support the cause of the Sports Council, the Minister of Youth and Sports, and the Minister of the engagement they are doing internationally and locally, so that we can move forward from where we are. Otherwise, it's disastrous for our country. And in fact, in their position today, the lies they've spread on the newspaper today, we have shown it to the Gambian people that is all lies. I think the best thing for them is to shut up or resign from where they are, so that we can put in people who have interests of the country and for our youths and our football and all other sporting activities in the country for Gambia to move forward. Gambia is a beacon of hope where people in this sub-region relied on the Gambia because of the peaceful nature of the people, because of the integrity of the people, because of the seriousness of the Gambian people, and the passion they have for football and other sporting activities. Gambia has been loved over the years. Wherever we go, people love the country. And there were smiles on the face of the Gambian people in the past, where people will spend nights in the streets celebrating the victories of under 20 and so on and so forth. But now all that has dust, because you are people who are in place at the GFF who only think of themselves. A toilet for $33,330 US. 2 toilets, cubicle toilets for $66,000 US. Where on earth will you build a toilet for even $33,000 US, Gambian people? And these are the reasons why these people do not want to be investigated. Buying sofa seat for $65,000, 4 sofa seat for $260,000. It is all there. We have all the evidence because it is their own books. It is from their own books. So whatever we say against GFF are all written down by themselves and has been costed by themselves and then awarded to contractors. And they even fail to pay to the Gambia government tax due them. And they're asking the contractor to pay that. Now the contractor has failed to pay. Who is responsible? The GFF. From one contractor, now they have to pay a liability of 1.3 million. The other contractor, they also have to pay. So in all, we're looking at around $3 to $4 million that tax they have to pay to Gambia government. What a shame. When people talk, those who don't know, it's better they listen and analyze and get and let's work and support each other. But with GFF, I don't think any salient Gambian with a good heart for this country who really believe in the change we have effected would support these people at the helm of GFF. I think Kaba and his administration has to honorably resign